Bee Cave is northwest of Austin in the Hill Country. It's about 17 miles from downtown Austin and is one of the fastest growing suburbs in the area. Stick around for this video and I'll give you some of the pros and cons about living here. Now the first pro of living in Bee Cave is everything seems so new. In the year 2000, there were less than 400 people who lived here. And by 2010, that had grown to over 3,000. And in 2020, if you count the extraterritorial jurisdiction, that population is now over 13,000. Virtually all the development, residential and commercial, has been built within the last 10 to 20 years. It's also worth noting that about half the homes in Bee Cave are apartments. There's absolutely nothing wrong with living in an apartment, but it can skew the overall demographics and statistics such as crime rates. Now the other side of this is that as all these residential developments continue to be built out in Bee Cave, we can expect that single family home percentage to increase. Now the next pro of living in Bee Cave is the location. It's 17 miles from downtown and about a 30-minute drive. Now if you value the idea of walking out your front door and being right in the middle of all the congestion and the noise of downtown, then this may not be a pro. But if you like the idea of views like this, maybe the location is a pro after all. Let me show you something else. If you're traveling to downtown, you have two options. The shortest distance is to cut across 2244 and hit Mopac just south of Zilker Park. You can also take 71 to 290 and then to Mopac. If you're going any place south of the river, this might be the fastest route. Now the next pro is related to location, and it's all the amenities in the area. The Hill Country Galleria is an outdoor mall with lots of shopping and dining options. You're also 15 minutes away from Lakeway, with all the activities on Lake Travis. You also have easy access to a number of other outdoor activities, such as the Hamilton Pool Preserve. It's an historic swimming hole featuring cave-like limestone outcroppings. Now the school district is a definite pro. Bee Cave is part of the Lake Travis Independent School District, which is consistently ranked as one of the top school districts in the Austin area. The final pro I have for you is the low crime rate. This information is provided by Area Vibes and is based on the 2019 crime statistic. You'll see that Bee Cave's violent crime is 82% below the national average, but property crime is 2% above. Do you remember when I showed you that half of the homes in Bee Caves are apartments and talked about how that could potentially skew the statistics? If you filtered out the property crimes in those areas with the apartments, you would probably see a better number in the areas with the single-family homes. So, to sum up, Bee Cave is virtually all new construction. It's nestled in the Hill Country with gorgeous views. It's convenient to downtown and is close to a lot of other amenities, including shopping, dining, and outdoor activities. It's in a highly rated school district, and the crime statistics indicate that it's a safe place to live. It checks nearly all the boxes. So why doesn't everybody want to live in Bee Cave? Well, there are a couple of cons. The first one is there is no public transportation. If you're going to live in Bee Cave, you must have a car. Now, if you're from Texas, this may not be a big deal. But if you're coming from the East Coast or coming from a city with a better public transportation system, you might view this as a con. This actually goes hand in hand with the location we talked about earlier. If you value the idea of living close to the urban core and having access to public transportation or being able to walk to restaurants and bars, then this would definitely be a con to living in Bee Cave. Now, this might not be a deal breaker, but this next one could potentially wipe out all the pros that we've already talked about. It's the cost of buying a home in Bee Cave. Now we can talk median price point or how great the appreciation has been, but the fact is that a house selling for less than $500,000 in Bee Cave is fast becoming something that just simply does not exist. There are some, they're usually built in the early 2000s, might be a little bit smaller, but as soon as something goes on the market in Bee Cave for less than $500,000, it's literally sold within a matter of days. And with the increased demand that we've seen this year, the value of these less expensive homes keep moving higher and higher. Most all of the new construction in Bee Cave is going to be in the $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 and up. Now there's absolutely nothing wrong with buying a house in that price range, but those prices could prevent some buyers from even considering Bee Cave. You know, I get emails, texts, and phone calls almost every day from people who are thinking about buying or selling real estate here in the Austin area, and I would love to help you out too. If you like my videos, subscribe to the channel and be sure to click that notification bell. All of my contact information is in the video description, so don't be shy. Let's make your real estate dreams come true.